Politics is a very interesting game. On Tuesday, the senators in this country voted overwhelmingly for the Building Bridges Initiative Bill. James Orengo, who was expected to vote no, voted yes to the bill. Okongo Omogeni, who was expected to vote no, voted yes to the bill. John Kinyua, the Laikipia senator, who was expected to vote no, voted yes to the bill. George Aniri, the Vihiga senator, who was expected to vote no, voted yes. Enoch Wambua voted yes. They were very vocal on their stand on the Building Bridges Initiative Bill. And at the Senate, out of the 67 senators, 51 of them voted yes to the bill. And if you took time and studied the voting pattern, something was clear. The voting was taking a pattern. So in this video today, I want us to look at the implications of the voting patterns in Parliament and at the Senate, and how it's going to impact on 2022 general election. But before we do that, if you are watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now let us get back to business. The Senate and the National Assembly voted overwhelmingly to the Building Bridges Initiative Bill. And I observed a pattern. And yesterday, someone, a member of this channel, sent me a WhatsApp message, which I found to be very interesting. He also observed a pattern. But to be honest, I didn't observe the pattern he's talking about here. He's saying, "Hello Lee, it's Dominic, one of your YouTube fans and followers. Thank you so much for being a follower and for being a fan. Nime observe kitu Samburu, that the current Samburu Senator, Stephen Lelegwe, voted no for the BBI, and after the removal of Isaac Mwaura," remember Isaac Mwaura was also removed. After the removal of Isaac Mwaura, Sammy Leshore, who was his toughest competitor in 2017, has been nominated to replace him. Can that be a strategy to fight Stephen Lelegwe? Which means this voting pattern at the Senate and at the National Assembly were taking a pattern. But let me take time a bit, just around 30 seconds, to explain to Dominic that I don't think that the nomination of Sammy Lesore has anything to do with the Samburu senator. It has everything to do with Gideon Moi versus William Ruto's politics in Rift Valley. President Uhuru Kenyatta is clearly trying to promote Gideon Moi in certain parts of Rift Valley. When you go to West Pokot, the senator there is one man called Pogisho. Pogisho was promoted by President Uhuru Kenyatta recently to the position of majority leader. Samuel Pogisho is a close ally of Gideon Moi. He's actually elected on a Kanu ticket. And the incident in Samburu, where Leshore has been promoted, means the president is also trying to secure that region for Gideon Moi. And again, further to understand the political significance of the voting pattern, let me read for you what Junet Mohammed posted. Junet Mohammed is saying 67% of all MPs in the National Assembly voted in favor of BBI Constitutional Amendment Bill 2020, while 78% of all senators endorsed the bill. We applaud the honorable members for affirming the will of the people and reflecting that will in their overwhelming endorsement. So which means even someone like Junet Mohammed is very happy that the Building Bridges Initiative process passed overwhelmingly. But as much as it passed overwhelmingly, there was a clear pattern. And how is this pattern going to impact in 2022 general election? Let us just try to be very brief. If you look at the coastal region voted yes overwhelmingly. Why do you think the coastal region voted yes? And do you think when we go to the referendum, the people of the coastal region, the real people now, will say no to the bill? I don't think so. If you look at the Nyanza region, all members of parliament from Luland, Nyanza, voted yes. Kisii and Nyamira, the senators also voted yes. In fact, the senators from the entire Nyanza voted yes. Now, if you go to Central Kenya also pulled a surprise. The senators from Central Kenya, apart from Uhuru Kenyatta, voted yes to the bill. Uhuru Kenyatta voted no. And if you go to now the larger Mount Kenya region, only Kithure Kindiki of Tharaka Nithi and Mithika Linturi of Meru voted no to the bill. So it also tells you that the president is actually taking charge of Central Kenya. Then if you go to Rift Valley, there's also a pattern there. Lekina Oledama from Narok, who expressed his opinion on BBI and Kenyans were expecting to vote no, voted yes. The Kajiado senator also voted yes. The nominated senator, Mary Senator, abstained. He's a close ally of the deputy president. She abstained. Now, if you go to Turkana voted no. Susan Kihika also voted no. Which means in Rift Valley, there is some problem. But how is this going to impact on 2022? In my considered opinion, that voting pattern is confirming a few things. The first thing it's confirming is that President Uhuru Kenyatta has a fighting chance in the larger Mount Kenya region. And if it's not a fighting chance, then William Ruto's support in the larger Mount Kenya region is just outside there, but not on the ground. Let us wait and see how the voting is going to happen at the referendum in the larger Mount Kenya region. But I'm convinced, because for a long time, most Kenyans had believed that the people of the larger Mount Kenya region were going to reject the Building Bridges Initiative bill. And when their MCS voted yes, they were accused of taking the bribe. But when it came to the National Assembly, and majority of them voted yes, including those perceived to be close allies of the deputy president, then it became very clear that the president was actually gaining the ground. And probably the support which the deputy president is enjoying in that region is not assured. So the president is actually gaining or taking control of the larger Mount Kenya region. Let us wait how the people on the ground are going to vote. In fact, the moment the members of the National Assembly voted yes, William Samoei Ruto convened a meeting at the residence of Susan Kihika. And one of the things they agreed to do is not to oppose the Building Bridges Initiative bill in that region, because opposing that bill would mean them going against the president. And by going against the president, and the president is trying to tell the people there that he's actually taking care of their interest by securing for them more constituencies, by bringing more money to their region, then some of these guys were going to have trouble. So they are actually deciding to avoid any contest. So the president is getting. Number two, from the pattern, it is also clear that Raila Odinga, who is the NASA principal or the ODM party leader, is also cementing his grip at the coast and in Nyanza. Those are his strongholds. Now let us look at how Coast voted. Coast voted yes overwhelmingly. Remember, during the revenue allocation debate, the senators from the coastal region rebelled. They felt they were being denied resources. And on this BBI, they are together. So which means if President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga lost the coastal region over revenue allocation, then this time around they are gaining. So the residents are likely to vote yes. And that's how Raila Odinga is going to reconnect again to the people of the coastal region. Nyanza is now fully behind him. Now you leave Nyanza, we go to number 3. William Ruto's fortunes in the Rift Valley. And I want to go back to the message which I've just read from Dominic. Is it possible that the Laikipia senator is being targeted? Not Laikipia, sorry, the Samburu senator is being targeted. Now, if you look very closely at the voting pattern, you'll realize that the president was keen, or the BBI team were keen on certain sections of the Rift Valley, not all of it. The Maasais are voting in one basket. How will William Ruto go to the Maasais and tell them that the number of constituencies they are gaining is not good for them? Now, they're also trying to gain places like Samburu. They're trying to gain entry, Uhuru that is also trying to gain entry into West Pokot. But William Samoei Ruto stamped his authority generally in the Kalenjin nation. And vocally, the members of the senators and the members of parliament from the Kalenjin nation actually voted no. And they voted no vocally, not silently. So if you look at the pattern, you can easily conclude that it's going to impact directly on the politics of President Uhuru Kenyatta, on the politics of Raila Odinga, and the politics of William Samoei Ruto. And lastly, it also confirms the deep state commitment to the Building Bridges Initiative bill. You know, so many members of parliament would have been easily persuaded to vote no. Even senators. Why do you think they voted yes? Because the state or the deep state took the voting personally. Just like they took the voting during the county assembly vote personally. They don't want to take any chance. They don't want anybody to brag about any numbers. So after the senators voted, the issue of bribes was put. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the implication of that voting pattern. And the guy who is losing the most in this is none other than William Samoei Ruto. Why am I saying that he's losing? 51 versus 12. Senators saying yes to the bill. At the National Assembly, majority are saying yes to the bill. That's not good for William Ruto's politics, and that's the honest truth. Let me hear your thoughts. And again, if you're watching this channel for the first time, take a second or two and click the subscribe button. And to the subscribers, please kindly share this video if you can. If you can drop your comment, drop your comment. But I know it's obvious. You can easily just click the like button. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.